turn Discord off. What's up, guys? Welcome back into the Millennial Profit. My name's Adam, and I'm a full-time reseller. If you're new here, I show you all different kinds of ways to make money. So if you like money, hit that subscribe button. Today, I've got Dana Invests with me. We've become quite good friends in bread and butter, and today we're just going to hang out, package up some stuff, and answer your questions if you have any. So Dana, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself before we get started packaging up?
Yeah, so thanks for having me. My name is Dana. I go by Dana Invests on Instagram at that same handle down there if you want to follow me there, and here on YouTube. I've been a full-time reseller since January. I've been reselling for years, but had a full-time corporate gig and left that 2 years ago, spent a year day trading, and then this year decided to focus 100% on reselling. So I kind of did the Instagram and YouTube to document the journey kind of, and to have a little bit more fun with it. And so, yeah, man, I'm loving it, loving bread and butter. If you guys are out there and you haven't considered it yet, you really should. I'm sure maybe in his, I know a lot of my sales today came from the bread and butter call out. So anyways, yeah, man, that's me and who I am. And I'm just happy to be here.
It's great. Uh-oh, Hayden's in the house. He says,
let's go.
And, oh, Chorngus is in the house.
Yeah, there's a guy on YouTube, TikTok. Guy's got 700,000 followers on TikTok, American Arbitrage. He was going through on an Instagram story at a Goodwill one day, and he came across like, I don't know, 15 Broncos hats in a row. Where am I going? I'm going to go off screen over here. This isn't even half of them. I've got a whole bunch out there, and I was like, I want them all. And this was one of them. And I saw that one. I was like, oh, that hat is legit. I want that.
Anytime I see a Cowboys hat that's like different, I'm like, yeah, I need that.
Yeah. So I was like, I wear it. It's a little dark in the room here. So if I put on like, one of my dark hats, it's not as nice as when I have the bright hat popping.
Oh yeah. Jake Harris says he needs my magic wall of mixies. I've only got like 4 down here. I've got about 12 more on the way, hopefully, if Amazon ships them all.
Well, I've got 6 going out today, so you can watch me pack some. Can you see? There's one back there.
Here we go. Fluffy Santa in the house. Dana is a closet Chiefs fan.
No.
No way. Did I get a haircut? Yeah, like 2 weeks ago. Shave it myself, just buzz it off.
So did you see, speaking of comments, the one that was just posted in bread and butter?
No.
So I don't know. Well, I don't know if we want to bring it up on here or not. Well, heck, let's do it because I did it. But they screenshotted one of the comments on your last videos of how the person found you because they enjoyed your content, but they stayed because you're so cute.
I saw that. I was cracking up.
So
never gotten that before in my life. So thank you to whoever that was. Hopefully they're watching right now. I almost deleted that, but I was like, whatever, that's funny, so we'll keep it.
Okay, how do you leave that on?
I knew someone was going to bring it up.
Bitcoin scams, like that's about it. Everything else, whatever, it can stay.
Yeah, those Bitcoin scams are getting annoying.
I got like that, and then on Instagram right now, I'm getting all the sexy ladies trying to talk to me. I keep showing my wife. I keep showing my wife, and I'm like, oh, I got another request on Instagram. I'm like, you want to see your competition? And she's like, I ain't got no competition. That's right.
Yes, bread and butter fam is showing out here, and they're all laughing at me too now, so that's great.
A little bit, yeah.
Whatever. I've had worse things said to me, right?
Oh yeah, I guarantee it. Same here.
All right, I'm gonna dive in and start packaging up. Yeah. I guess maybe we like take turns saying like, I got this. This is where I got it. Wherever, whatever.
Yeah, do that. I'm gonna move my chair. So I pack over here. I think I got everything pulled.
How many sales? I'm working with 51 items going out right now. Obviously, Dana does some bigger items. I'm more of the $20 to $30 items. I live in that range. I do have some bigger items, but the smaller items add up for me. Where did I put my phone? How many items you got going out? Do you have any idea? Or are you adding that up?
Let's see. I got 12 on Amazon.
Woo!
And I've got 21 on eBay. My eBay. Come on, get out of the way. I got all these pop-ups on my screen. See, unprepared. That's all right. I have $1,350 going out for eBay.
Woo!
And Amazon is 120 times 4, 8 plus 66, another 546 going out on Amazon plus 1,350.
Sup?
So $1,900. That's what I got going out today.
You beat me. I got 1,100.
You know, I don't know if I would have had as many. Let's see, yeah, I'm on camera here. Just making sure I had to move my camera. I sent out a bunch of offers last night because I was like, I'm going on live with Adam, and I want to make sure I have some good stuff. So I was like, I'm going to send a few offers, and then some people sent me some silly ones, and I was like, all right, I'm just going to take them. I'm gonna get started. I'll show you guys an easy one, easy money. So I sold 2 of these. These are Nissan Skyline GTRs. They're the Hot Wheels ID. I got these at Target, Retail Arbitrage. These were straight off the shelf for $3.99 each, and I sold them for $42 plus shipping.
Woo! That's a good return.
Hot Wheels ID, if you get the right ones, are worth good money.
Right.
And super easy to list, super easy to pack.
Jason asks, how do you guys manage your time when you list, source, ship certain days? So for me, I actually stole this model from Dana. I was shipping every single day, but not finding enough time to list and source. So now I'm shipping. I changed my handling time to 2 days, which I'm going to do a video on this soon, explaining like how my sales changed from 1 business day to 2 business days. Once I have enough data, like after a month. But now I ship Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I source and list Tuesday, Thursday, and then on the weekends too.
Yep. So it's the exact same thing. I ship Monday, Wednesday, Friday. My sales didn't hurt me one bit when I went from every single day to Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I love it. So I list almost exclusively on Tuesday now. So that's kind of my goal is Monday is catch up. So list it or ship everything from the weekend. Tuesday is just list everything that I bought from the weekend. Wednesday is ship and then list after I'm done. Thursday is 100% sourcing for me. Friday is shipping and Saturday is sourcing for fun. So like the yard sales and that kind of stuff that are more fun, I like to do on Saturdays. So I work 6 days a week. 7 if you count the offers and all the junk you do or prep on Sunday. But you know, if you want to work for yourself and not work for somebody else, sometimes you gotta do that.
Yeah, Sunday's for football, but we do still do some other stuff.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm gonna make some noise with tape for a second.
Oh, common thing here. Everyone always asks, how do you get this off? Oh, wow, I'm not centering this well. So you just
it's a little tricky when you're on here.
Yeah, it is. The centering is weird. So you just do a nice light little cut. And you can pop it up. Just like that. And I did that on all the sides. Now they don't know how much it costs. And it's like a perfect box on each side, so hopefully they don't care. How long do you guys spend a day packaging? It used to take me like 2 hours every day, or hour and a half, 2 hours every day. Now that it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, it's probably like 2.5, 3 hours. Monday is a good like 5-6 hour packaging for me.
I'd say the same. I pack Monday's the heavy day. It takes me between 3 and 5 hours, depending on how crazy it was. Because like Adam said, I do a lot of bigger stuff necessarily. 90% of my items go in boxes. So I have to, like, they're big, weird stuff that goes in boxes, not like a shirt that goes into a poly bag or something like that too easy. So I gotta, mine take a little bit longer sometimes, but the Wednesdays and Fridays, sometimes an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Nick likes your Metallica shirt.
Hot Wheels. Appreciate it there. Saw them live in concert a couple times.
Nice.
Let's see. You want to see a silly one? I'll show you guys a silly one. I sold an old iPod. Big fat iPod. It's broken. It doesn't work. It doesn't turn on. And I still sold it for $29 plus shipping, and I paid $3 for this at Goodwill.
You know, Justin, I literally I wasn't really in a slump of sales, but I wasn't selling as many things as I would think, and then I woke up to like 15 things sold today. So I don't know what that is, but if you woke up to 5 today, then I don't know, maybe something happened.
Yeah, I am the opposite of slump right now. My 90-day just hit 51,000, not counting Amazon and all that other stuff, just eBay. And before the whole summer slowdown, I was at like 30,000 90 days. So I've been steady rising.
Oh, I forgot to. You guys saw what I cut. It was a Chucky inflatable. My dad actually picked this up, and he's not on Amazon, and they weren't moving on eBay, so I just got him a little extra, and they're selling for $68 on Amazon right now. They paid $28.88, so good return there for him. Just came here to say thanks for all the money, Adam. Amy. No problem. Hopefully we can keep going here in Q4.
Yeah, I know I recommended a few friends. I don't know how many of them have actually done much with it. I know some of them have signed up for it. And they're like, oh, I'm too busy to really look at it.
All right.
Just, you got to get the alerts. Set up urgent and the right alerts. And you don't have to go in store all the time.
All right. I mean, and for me, when I see an item or when I post an item, like a bolo, like that's in my head. I know where I'm looking in the store and I know the things I'm looking for. So that way, if I see it, I'm like, I'm pretty sure I saw someone post that, or I'm pretty sure I posted that. Like, I don't know. I have a good memory that way. So that helps.
Yeah. Memory is the best in this game, because I can walk through a Target aisle or a Walmart aisle or wherever, and I'm like, okay, yes, no, because that's the hard part. So I've told people on my channel, and I'll tell people right here real quick, what's going on, Hayden? As soon as you know what you're looking at, you don't have to look at every single thing each time you go in again, because you know the ones that are junk, and you can bypass and skip right past them. So
I don't know why my camera is like so zoomed in. I don't like it.
Hey, you're centered at least.
I'll show you two more things. So these jewelry care kits, two separate buyers, paid $0.25 a piece at a state sale, and I sold these for $15 free shipping, and they're going to be 2 ounces, so super cheap.
Dana, look what I got.
Yo, that's a really cool thing.
Dana hooked me up with a new vinyl. I'm excited about it.
Like a crazy cheap price too.
Yeah, I didn't think you were going to accept it, but it works. Ed Jeffries with the joke. Yes, that's exactly what I'm doing.
You know, I got that at a yard sale for $2.
I saw a tag on it that said some price, and I was just like, I get it. It said, I think it said $5.50 though. I didn't see $2.
Next, I sold this Yankees dyno, as I always sell like one of these a day. I got like 10 of these cases from an online auction. 50 cents a piece, sell them for $14. Nothing big, but they're like 15 ounces, so pretty good.
Doesn't Hayden have to introduce himself or do a little teapot or something?
Probably should do that.
Hold on.
For anyone that doesn't know, Hayden is the other owner in Bread and Butter. He's probably going to have a YouTube channel coming soon, Gen Z Profit.
It's not gonna happen. Worst name ever.
And
At least yours
give yourself a little intro.
If you don't know me, I'm Hayden. A lot of these people are in Bread and Butter, so Hayden are us. A lot of these people are in Bread and Butter, so you probably know me, not through Face, but you know me over Discord. I am part-time reseller. I do have a job, but part-time reselling and a job is just a lot of work. So I don't know what else you want me to give in the intro.
Are you on your way to baptize children? Ed wants to know.
I got a meeting in like 30, so that's why I had the blazer on. I'm sorry. I need Dana's shirt though, for sure. He's always got nice band t-shirts.
Man, got dozens of them. I sold some weird floral Vans. I got these for $1. I bought these in a other reseller buyout, and I sold them for $25.
Other reseller buyout? What's that?
Kind of like how you guys were just doing with the like wholesale. So forgive me, I'm off screen here. So he had just a bunch of inventory that he wasn't going to be able to list and just wanted to move it. So I bought a whole bunch of inventory from him, and he shipped it to me, and it was all good.
Sasha says she's always heard listing items every day drives sales. Is there any truth to that? Yes. So even though we said we list only Tuesday and Thursday, like that's the main day where I list like 20 plus, 30 plus items. Every day I try to list at least 5 items. I don't know about Dana, but I'm guessing he does something similar to that.
Yeah, so I do. I'll show you. I use the calendar on my phone, and I have like, well, I don't know how well, if it'll show up on there, but I have list 5 items. Every single day pops on there, and I won't clear it off my phone until I list at least those 5 items. And I really try to get more than that. But every day I do 5 items. But like yesterday, on Tuesday, I listed 47 items, but I only put up 15 of them. The rest of them I have in the draft bank, so that today, like right now, I could put up 10 listings if I wanted to, just by hitting them on the phone. I also did a whole bunch of sports cards in there. Like 20 of those were sports cards that I'm going to run on auction, just to get some activity that way.
Question from Jay Cares. Do you even lift, Hayden?
I don't actually. Yeah. It's funny seeing all these people from Discord in YouTube.
God damn.
I lift boxes. That's about it.
Dana's looking kind of jacked though. He's looking big. Uh-oh. We don't want to scare him. Yeah.
See that definition?
He's pushing up the middle.
A little definition in there.
How many Jameses can you lift? Is that James? Birdie? At least 2.
Next, I have 2 pairs of SeaWorld sweatpants sold for $13 each. I had 50 cents in those, again, from a online auction, and someone bought 2. So these are going in a padded flat rate, most likely.
I'm going to show you a bad one. It's a good bad one, though. It's a good bad one. I sold Ghost of Tsushima for PS5, and I sold this for $55. I paid $70 for it, but it came as part of the PS5 bundle. So it's all good. I made my money back on the PS5. Even though I technically paid $70 for this, it's still profit because I made my money back on the PS5.
Yeah, those side items in the bundles are nice. I mean, a lot of people hate on the bundles, but you're going to make your money back on the console, and everything it comes with is pretty much your profit.
I'll show you another video game just while I'm at it. So I'll pack this one at the same time. Final Fantasy, what was that, 11? I wasn't looking at it right. Xbox 360. Paid $25 for this at a yard sale. Sold it for $16.99.
Man, padded flat rate really bumped their rates up. That's annoying me that Priority has been cheaper than them lately.
Okay, I've been shipping first class some Squishmallows, and it's like $6.50 to ship it now. Which it was like $4.50 a month ago. I could have sworn.
Yeah, they say that's the temporary holiday increase, but they say that every year, and then they bump it down about halfway what it was.
Yeah.
So they're slowly raising it up every year.
It goes up 10%, then comes down 5%.
Right.
So
Yeah, it's like first class is as expensive as priority was last year. It's wild. I did sell those Tesla Roadster RC cars that we got in bread and butter about a month ago. I sold one of them because they delivered the two, even though I ordered one, and I finally sold one.
Where the heck are you going on that? Tips to manually secure consoles. That depends on where you're getting them from. For Best Buy, the only way to do it now is to have the $200 membership. For GameStop, the only way to do it now is to have the $15 membership and fight the stupid GameStop website and hope that you get lucky enough to get through. What other websites are there?
Well, really on any of them,
Walmart.
If we have somebody in our group running a bot, then usually that's a pretty easy way to get them. Through Target or Amazon or anything like that. But manually,
shout out Beef this morning. Copped me 5 mega optics.
I got 5 too.
Beef better be in here. Yeah, Beef got it for everybody except for himself.
He's a man of the people.
Yeah, true man of the people.
Yeah, I was stoked because he ran it last time, and I got them. They were confirmed, and then I got the cancellation email right after, and I was like, oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Oh, you got it canceled?
On the last one, not on this one.
Okay.
I was saying the last one, I was all excited because it actually hit, and I haven't hit sports cards in forever.
Yeah.
And then so now that it hit this time, I was like, and it stuck. I was stoked.
Gravity Goods coming in next.
What's up, Cameron? Gravity Goods.
What did I just walk into?
Flexing was not on my agenda.
It was not on my agenda this morning.
It wasn't on my agenda to flex. You guys want to know something? Adam told me I was supposed to be on here at 8 o'clock. It's 7:30 my time, and we started half an hour ago.
Yeah, our math was a little off.
I almost slept through the start of the show.
All right, next I got this Indiana windbreaker. This video will actually be out probably like next Wednesday. I went sourcing at Gabe's and hit a pretty good jackpot. This was $16.99. Not center this at all. $16.99, and I sold it for $55. Nice little 2x.
Where's Gabe's at?
Up in like Dublin.
Okay, is that a chain then? I haven't seen any Gabe's, I don't think.
Yeah, they're getting more popular. There's one in Zanesville too.
Okay.
I don't know. I gave it a shot, and it did pretty well for me. You know my random series where I go to weird stores and try to find profit. Well, this one actually panned out really well.
Yeah. I feel like that's a great way to like find new places.
Right. I literally didn't even know about like Burlington until like a year ago. And that's like one of my favorite places now.
It's so funny. We have Burlington here, and I hit like nothing.
They're
Like
very
nothing.
streaky. They'll go through. If they don't have shoes, then they're pretty useless. And they'll go through spurts where they have like no shoes or anything. But over the last like 3 or 4 months, they've had a lot of Nike cleats, which are always good money at their low prices.
The only thing bad about Burlington is just waiting 3 hours in line to get 2 items.
I tried to emphasize that in my Dallas trip, how I hate Burlington lines.
Yeah.
Speaking of 2 items,
Woo!
sold Magic Mixies powders, 2 to the same buyer. I paid $9.99 a piece for these at Walmart, and I sold them on Amazon for $33.99 each. So I paid $33.99 each times 2.
Money.
All right, guys. I have a meeting, so I'm going to hop off.
Thanks for joining us.
Of course. You guys keep going. I'll see you.
See ya. Yeah, Lightning ATC, Lightning add to cart, that can actually help a lot if you're on the right websites. It doesn't work on every website, but it does work on a lot of them.
You know, I bought it and I used it one time, and you know what I got with it?
No.
The Gucci Hot Wheels.
Oh crap! I didn't know.
Lightning got me the Gucci Hot Wheels.
That's Shopify, yeah. Wow, I should have turned mine on at that point.
I was stoked. I had it up on 2 different browsers, and I was adding to cart, and then so the Lightning one just took over and started doing its own thing, and I was like, oh shit, yeah. Oh, sorry. And then the other one was going, and I'm like, okay, waiting, and the Lightning just kept progressing through it. So I was stoked, and it actually hit.
Yeah.
And it was funny. I had to call Mattel because I was checking on a pre-order that I have from months ago that still hasn't shipped, and they don't know why it hasn't shipped, or at least the guy I talked to didn't. And when I was talking to him, he said, "Oh, I see you got the Gucci Hot Wheels." He goes, "I've been taking so many calls about that thing today. Everybody wanted that. How'd you get that?" I said, "Man, I was just lucky." And he goes, "You know that sold out in less than 2 minutes, right?" I said, "Yeah, I'm aware."
That's crazy. Barely anyone copped that, and that one's gonna hold its value because of how fast that went out. I mean, people will still tank it lower than it should go, but that thing's gonna be nice. Next for me, I've got I'm pretty sure this is Milwaukee Brewers. No, I always get their logos confused. Minnesota Twins. USA hack. Got this from Ross for like $10. Sold it for 30. Little 8 ounce in a box. So we're just gonna print that off. First class, there it is.
Let's see. I got a fun one. I'm gonna take it out of the box to show you because you can't really see what it is. You know what that is? It's an ice cube tray for coffee to make espresso ice cubes. And there was a call out in the bread and butter group, and it was for a coffee. And they had promos on the website that if you bought 20 sleeves of the coffee, or 10 sleeves, I forget which one it was, that you got some free gifts. And this was some free gifts. And I did 2 different orders, so I got 2 free gifts. So these were completely free, and I sold them for $25 a piece plus shipping. For the same buyer. So that's even better. 3 into $50.
Burlington is always dirty. Yeah, it is. But so is Walmart.
Facts.
I see my Burlington. I actually hit a couple of them the other day, and one of them was really good, and then the other 2 were just horrible. So maybe it's just depends when and where.
Yeah, I think it could depend on where you're coming from. Because there's parts of my city here where there's just trash constantly, and other ones where, it's not too bad.
Magic Mixie Moguls. That's what we are. That's going to be the name of this show. Ooh, I'm popping up. I'm actually filming a new video right now, seeing how long it takes me to send something to all 50 states. I'm currently on day 7, only day 3 of packaging, and I've got like 4 states to go. So hopefully I can finish that up.
I have to turn on that Alaska, Hawaii, Puerto Rico shipping.
I hit Hawaii on the first day and North Dakota, because that was going to take a while, and then I'm working on Alaska.
Yeah, I learned about that a long time ago when I sold a New Wave oven to Hawaii with free shipping, and it was I paid $5 for the New Wave oven, and I sold it for $99, but it was $65 shipping, and I was like, screw it, I'm sending it. This is my mistake. I'm learning. I still made a little bit of money, but yeah. Now anything over £1, pretty much, I turn off. Or anything that can't go in like a padded flat rate or whatever. That's not a priority like that.
I'm going to clean off the last one. Hold on. All right, next I got this Titleist Washington Nationals World Series hat. Got this from Dick's Sporting Goods for $10. Sold it for $26. First class. My stuff is way easier than Dana over there, making boxes and stuff. Speaking of that, do you guys make an emphasis to make a grand opening of a new store?
Oh, like to go hit one that's opening?
I think that's what they mean. Ross just opened up the other day, but I hit it like a week later. I don't know necessarily if they're gonna have that much when they open, but I suppose they may. I guess I don't have enough time to see which stores are opening and when. But I know about when they're opening, so I'll hit them within the first month just to check them out.
Yeah, I'm not too hot on that. I do. If you guys, maybe I didn't do this in my introduction. I do significantly more, as you're probably seeing from some of this thrift and estate sale and yard sale stuff, than I do necessarily retail arbitrage. I've been doing a lot more of it since I joined Bread and Butter. I did a lot of it previously when I was part-time selling to Amazon, but like most of what I'm selling today came from thrift and yard sales. So I don't focus on that a lot.
Can you explain being gated and ungated on Amazon? How long does it take to become ungated? A lot of companies you won't get ungated in. You can buy directly from wholesalers. There's videos to watch on that to get ungated in certain categories. And then once you hit certain thresholds, like I know if you sell 250,000 on Amazon, you just automatically get ungated in a bunch of stuff. And working your way up to that, if you just request to be ungated in some categories, it will just give it to you if you've made a decent amount of sales. But again, some bigger ones, you're never going to get ungated, or even if you get the wholesale deal, they're going to make you do that every month or so to keep that.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm ungated in a lot, and I'm gated in a lot, and Adam answered it really well. The only thing I would tell you, the only way to get ungated is to request it. So just request it on everything. Scan every freaking thing that you want and just request approval. And if you get denied, then you move on. If you get approved, then yeah, you got approved. But if you don't get approved and you want to get it, the only way is to get an invoice. And Googling wholesale supply of whatever item that you want, super easy. Sold a Chicago record, $5.99. This one is cheap, but I got it for maybe 10 cents at a yard sale, so I'm still making money. Plus, they paid shipping.
Hayden with the $2 super chat. I don't know if he meant to do that, but thanks, Hayden.
I'm not eligible for super chats on my channel because I'm still under 1,000.
This is my first live since going over 1,000, so I didn't even know I had that turned on, but that's pretty cool. 2 more sales since watching. Yes, nice, Justin. I sold the Henry Ruggs Prism Black card just for $4. I was going through a stack of cards and just listing them at $4 on auction because I can ship them eBay standard envelope for 53 cents. So not a ton, but they're easy.
Speaking of, just for fun, I know there was a few people looking at vinyls on the Bread and Butter. This is a vinyl mailer. If you buy the vinyl mailers, what it looks like once you get it all packed up. I probably should have shown that, but I can show you one unfolded. It just literally folds over, and it keeps it nice and safe. You can manually make one yourself too, but I sell a lot of records, so I pay for the mailers.
A good trend this winter, fireplace heaters. No, that was more last year because there was a shortage in those. This year, a bunch of people will be stocking up on those and tanking the price on them most likely because there's going to be a lot of them. Also, last year, a lot of people were home, so they were putting that stuff in. But if they wanted them, they probably have it by now. It's going to be toys this year. I don't know if you guys have seen the shortages on those. We are – I don't know Wick City if you're in Bread and Butter, so I can't give up much. But we call out all the toys and everything to look for. There's a hot toy. Obviously, Dana's packaging it up. I'm pretty sure everyone knows about that one, Magic Mixies. Just because you know about it doesn't mean you're going to be able to find it.
Yeah.
I've barely found any in store, but we have called it out when Amazon drops it, and hopefully some other places drop it online. But that one so far.
Speaking of another toy, I think toys are going to be hot too. I think toys are going to be hot for an extra reason on top of that is the child tax credits this year that weren't there last year. So people with kids, like I got 2 kids, and I've got a sister who's got like 6 kids. She's getting all kinds of money from this. So people with kids are getting monthly paychecks right now. And I guarantee you they're going to think of that money to spend it on the kids for Christmas. So anyways, this was a bread and butter call out, and it was $29.99 on Disney Store. And I sold it for $85 on Amazon.
Lego is one you can get ungated in, which you wouldn't think you would be able to.
Yep. I got ungated in Lego months ago from a trick I learned, and I've helped, I think, 4 or 5 members of Bread and Butter get ungated in Lego for $85. $85 to get ungated in Lego is absolutely outrageous, and most other places would charge you hundreds for that information.
How do you ship digital codes? Well, I just sold one. I'm not going to show you it, obviously, because someone would take it, but I printed it off on this piece of paper. You can see a part of it, and I'm just going to ship it to them. The guy messaged me, though, of course, as they always do. Can you just send it to me? No. Then you're going to scam me and say item not delivered, and I've got no proof showing delivery. So we're going to see what he says back before I ship that, because I'm pretty sure he just was trying to scam me, but we'll see.
Yeah, I had one make an offer on one of mine, and then they said, send it to me, and then it like really broken English. Why you not email it? It was bad. And then a day later, eBay emailed me and said, we see you received communication from XX buyer. If they purchase something from you, do not send it to them, like all the whole works. And it's like, yeah, obviously they're getting people and trying to take advantage of it.
Thank you, Wesley. I appreciate it. Next, I sold this Washington Nationals World Series shirt. I paid $1.50 from this from a local auction and sold it for $16. And it's 12 ounces. You send in a letter envelope? Yeah, 1 second. Yeah, so it's eBay standard envelope. So you just put it in there. I only do it on cards under like $10, $15 because I don't want expensive cards to go this way. And you can only do it on cards up to $20, but I'll give a little extra protection, some thin cardboard on other sides on more expensive cards. But this is a $4 card, so you just put it in a top loader, put some tape on the top, and send it away in this.
Yeah, I just started the auctions that I started and the drafts that I'm going to run for cards. I set it at 99-cent flat shipping through the eBay standard, and so you make a little bit extra on there for your time packing it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's super cheap. The buyer still is going to see 99 cents for shipping and say that's crazy cheap.
Yeah, I try to get at least $4 a card to make it worth my time, and everything else is a lot. So I'll either do like 99 cents plus $2.99 shipping, or $2.99 plus 99 cents shipping.
Yeah, like I said, I did them all for an auction because I'm just testing it out on this round. Mm-hmm. So it was most of them I started them at 99 cents plus 99 cents shipping, and we'll see how it plays out. One of them's already bid up to $6, so.
Oh, nice.
That was it the LaMelo card I had?
Was that a rookie too?
Yeah.
That was nice.
But it has a big dent in the back.
Oh. I got an Aaron Judge 1 of 1 card signed, and I was like freaking out, and the whole back of it was just like scraped up. It's like, dang.
Yeah, it was not even like a little bad. It was really bad. Like somebody took a freaking thing and just like gouged in the back of it. Like not a straight scratch. It was all curvy.
I watched a video of a guy pull a 1 of 1 Justin Herbert, and the corner of it was completely smashed. That would have been like a $20,000 card.
I don't know if y'all are familiar with mini discs. If you're not familiar with mini discs and you do any thrifting yard sailing, whatever, you should always look out for these. I paid $1 for these at an estate sale. I sold them for $59.99 plus shipping. Mini discs are money, and you should definitely keep an eye out for them, especially when they're sealed like this. They'll even still sell for good money used, but sealed, you're going to get at least $10 per thing. The rest of this is just a storage case. These are the only actual discs. The rest of this is empty space over here. But I basically got like $8 a disc for these.
34 in the chat now. Nice. You making good content. You give me to God. Yes, sir. Always. Can't wait to watch you grow. Wild success. Yeah, I'm trying to hit 5K by Christmas. That would be absolutely insane. Trying to get guys. I linked Dana's channel down below. I forgot to say that. Go sub to him if you haven't. He's pumping out good content. Lots of lives showing you what he's sold to. I know you guys like my what sold videos, but this will give you another set of items to look for.
Yep, and what we're doing today, this live packing, I do it every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So if you want to see like how something's packed or how would you do that, I'm doing it live, free education.
And let us know if you guys like this. Both of us are doing this, and we will maybe make it a thing, like a monthly thing or something.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm gonna pack anyways.
Right. Might as well
Some
talk.
people like part of starting YouTube and all that is, I was saying it on an interview the other day, like it can get boring if like this is the unsexy, boring part of reselling. Spending 2 hours in a room by yourself putting stuff in boxes. And so it's like, for me, I stopped making the videos and started doing lives because I could engage with people while it was going. And I'm like, well, I'm going to spend that 2 hours packing instead of an extra hour editing the video down, you know, and putting in all the graphics, and I would pop up the numbers and a cha-ching, and I don't know. I may still do some of those here and there, but this is a lot more fun.
I think I agree with that, because I don't think people understand how long the editing takes, even on like a 6-minute video for me. Like I just want to make it perfect now, but there's so many graphics and stuff you got to put up. But I'm still going on 3 videos a week right now, which is a lot for me, but I might go down to like 2 videos and a live a week or something, because that's gonna free up some more time. And like you said, when you're down here packaging by yourself for like 2 hours, it gets lonely. That's why I made my channel to begin with.
Yeah, I just throw on YouTube in the background and listen to people while I'm packing otherwise. So let's do some more retail arbitrage. You guys like retail arbitrage, right? I got this Heart battery and charger. I got these at Walmart. I paid $15 for it. I sold it for $39.99 plus shipping. So they were clearancing out at this one specific Walmart a bunch of Heart batteries. And so I got probably 16 or 17 different varieties of them, all for under $10. I only have one more of these left. I went to the next Walmart that's like 5 minutes from there, and theirs were all still full price. So I don't know why this one clearanced them, but I was happy I got them.
How do you find items in retail arbitrage? Are you just manually app searching? So you can scan the items on eBay, Amazon. Not always are items going to come up. Like a lot of the clothing items I sell, you're not going to find exact comps. So you'll just type in for this random hoodie, Western Michigan. I would just type in Western Michigan hoodie, women's, and you're obviously not going to find this exact one, because how many of these types of things do they make? And you can check sold comps, things that are out there to give yourself a sell-through rate. But when something like this that I sold, a collapsible coffin, I called these out in bread and butter. I only got one of these left, which is pretty good because I picked up 7. They were $10. I cut that off out of the corner. Sell for $30. This one I scanned on Amazon and eBay. Nothing came up on eBay, but I looked it up manually and found other ones like it, so I knew that it would sell.
Yeah, I don't use any tactical arbitrage or anything like that. No. Like I said, the majority of my sourcing non-bread and butter is at thrift and estate sales. So nobody can tell you where to find that stuff. You just got to hit the floor and run.
Right. This is a good question, Jess. That's kind of a good follow-up. So you, like I say in my videos, hit the parts of the store that you know, because those stores, Gabe's, TJ Maxx, those type of stores can get very overwhelming. So go to the areas of the store that you would shop in there, and you'll know what the deals are at those type of stores. So I hit the men's hat, the men's apparel. Now I randomly hit the ceramics. Now I'm like a ceramic expert out of nowhere. So I hit that too. And those are pretty much the only 3 areas I hit. I know there's money in the women's purses, the women's shoes. So I hit men's shoes too. But I don't waste my time there because you're going to waste your time looking up stuff that you don't know. If you spend time in the areas of the store that you know, then you'll know what's a good deal and what to look up, so you'll better use your time.
Yeah, so if you think back to what I said a little bit ago, I don't know if you guys all heard that or not, but if you've got a decent enough memory, and so say Adam's been through the shoes once at one Burlington or one Marshalls or whatever, and he goes to the next one, he doesn't have to rescan or re-comp that specific shoe if he sees it again, because he knows that one's trash money. And he can grab it and move on to the next one. Or if he sees a new one, then you just check that one specific one. So you can scan 300 shoes in about 2 minutes once you've done it.
Exactly. All these stores in your area are going to carry the same types of things. There may be different slight variations, but they're going to carry the same shoe. So if I see, like he said, if I see this cleat that's going for $100, I'm going to hit all my other Burlingtons looking for that cleat. And then anything new or similar to that, I'm going to look up as well. And I'm going to make a shoe video soon too, because I know a lot of people want to know how to look up shoes that don't have boxes. It's the code inside, but I'll show you how to do that and how to list those. Next, I got another Ohio State diving shirt. I did not expect these to sell this well, but these were the ones that were like a penny or $1 from that Ohio State store that went out of business. Sell them for like $14 a piece. What's next? Justin, always look up new vintage electronics. I picked up a Sony photo printer with 2 packs of paper. The printer is crap for resale, but each pack of paper went for $55. Yeah, thrift stores, I'm always looking up the new stuff because I'm not great with old stuff. I will look up printers and stuff. I'm pretty good with those and other things in the electronics. But definitely anytime I see something sealed at a thrift store or a garage sale, I'm going to look it up. And a lot of old sealed electronics are great. That's a good call out.
Oh, totally. Let's see. This is an old school electronic / toy. This right here, it's a CNC, brand new, sealed from 86, brand new, sealed from 86. And I got this for $10 at a Goodwill. I sold it for $125.
That's a perfect example to answer Jerry's question right now. He says he sees me using poly bags, Dana using boxes. Well, I'm only selling stuff for $20-$30. Dana's over here selling stuff for like 50 to 100 more. So yeah, he's gonna have to pay more in shipping, but his margins are higher than mine. The percentage is probably pretty similar because I'm only spending $2, $3, $4 and selling it for 20. He's spending $20 selling it for 100. So it depends on what you know. If it's a heavier item or whatever, then you got to learn how to ship stuff in boxes. But I've always just started with first class stuff, so that's where my bread and butter has come. And then lately, I've started to get into more heavier items too that I'm mixing in.
Yeah, I'll tell you too. I charge shipping on 90% of my items that are over a pound. So if it's over a pound, I charge shipping on it because I know it's going to be at least $10 for the shipping. So sometimes, like on a pair of shoes or something, where I know there's no way it's going to get over a certain dollar amount, I might do free shipping. But otherwise, no one's, like, for this example, right? Think about this right now. If you wanted to go buy a brand new in-box CNC, are you pricing who has the cheapest shipping? Probably not, because I'm the only person out there that has one. There was one listing for this item, so if I charged $30 in shipping and they really wanted it, they would pay the $30 in shipping. So you just got to know what you have. And if you're afraid of shipping, or afraid of boxes, all that kind of stuff, don't be afraid of it. You're going to do it and practice, and you'll learn it. But eBay calculated shipping is pretty good.
That's what I was going to say. If you're afraid of shipping, use eBay calculated shipping, and you will not get burnt if you put in the right dimensions.
Yeah. Yeah. I measure it when I list it, I weigh it if I am worried about it. I put those dimensions and weights into the listing, and then it's super easy.
I'm getting behind on this. Yo, Kevin's in the house. What's up, Kevin?
You want to see another silly one? Paid $1 for this at a yard sale. It is a Revereware copper bottom pan, and I'm not a huge fan of pans because you got to wash them all before you list them. And paid $1, sold it for $25 plus $15 shipping. So calculated shipping on this item here.
Do either of you do FBA? I do FBM, but I don't do much FBA. I don't know about Dana.
Yep, I do FBA. My FBA for the last 30 days just got up over $8,000. So I'm slowly growing it back up. I had got away from FBA for quite a while. And but yeah, I do FBM, FBA. eBay is my number one, then FBA, then FBM, then all the Facebook, Mercari, all that other stuff.
Next, I got this UTSA hat for $2. Sold it for $16 on eBay. Wow. Kevin asks, "What's your profit margin on eBay compared to Amazon?" That's a good question.
How sexy that is. I just want to show you that. Could that get any better? Little Funko box here.
For me, I'd say honestly, it's probably about the same. That's because I'm doing FBM, so I'm only listing items on Amazon that are going for more than eBay. Obviously, Amazon's this, Kevin. Obviously, Amazon's taking more fee, not much more with eBay's raised stuff, but definitely, they're probably about the same for me. I'm guessing if you do FBA, you're going to have better margins on eBay, but obviously, stuff's going to sell faster on Amazon.
Yeah, so my eBay is probably 60% plus margins. My FBA is probably like 25. So, I mean, if you look at FBA, if you buy something for $10, to make $10 on it with FBA, you have to sell it for at least $30. You have to sell it for 3 times whatever you've paid for it, assuming it's a first-class item. If it's a heavier item, it can cost more. Like, so these mixies, the FBA fees on these are like $33, I think, something like that. So it's a big difference on there. But
yeah, I'd say my eBay margins on average are about 50%. And Amazon's probably like 40%. But again, that's just FBA or FBM.
Yeah. Oh, and I've got some stuff going in that's I had a lot of stuff in that was probably stuff I shouldn't have sent in. The stuff I've been sending in, like of this $8,000 for the last month, that's probably closer to 50% margin. But through the year up till this last month, it was a lot lower. But I was doing like full price toys. I would go buy. I mean, I guess I could share some of them, like the Ben 10 toys that you could get at Target and Walmart for $10. You could send those in, and they would sell at $25 as soon as they would hit Amazon. But you only make, $3 on it. But it was an easy $3 if you send in 30 of them and you make $3 a piece. There's $100. So.
Selling those Mickey cardigans on eBay for $110. Yeah, those prices stayed high on those. When I first got them in, I sold 2 of them at like $160, and then the other 2 were like $110. So those were a great find. That I happened to stumble across.
Yeah, I sold both of mine. I got 2 of them. I sold both of them for $139 for one, and I got $129 for the other.
All right, next I got the Seattle Mariners backpack. This is just under £1, so it'll go in a poly mailer and first class. I sold it for $20 plus shipping, and I paid $4 for it, I believe, at a local auction.
Kevin, if you still have any of those sweaters too, Poshmark sold faster than eBay for me.
I'm not a big Poshmark guy, but there is stuff on there that sells pretty fast.
I do very very limited on Poshmark. It's 99% for me shoes that I sell on there.
Okay.
And I don't do a ton of shoes, so my store sits very dead because I don't want to share. But those sweaters sold really fast there.
What's up, B fam? I've seen that name before. People have the same YouTube names as Discord. I like it.
Yeah, that makes it easy. Oh Lord, what do I want to do next? Maybe I'll do the see and say I showed you guys. I'm just gonna pack it up.
Yes, dimensions will kill you. Box size does matter. You gotta get those down.
Did you watch my video? I just put out a video on how to resize boxes.
That's a helpful. That video could take off because that's actually a really helpful video. Those like instruction videos do really well for me.
You know what's funny? I don't think people really like that video.
Really?
Well, so a lot of people watching probably wouldn't know, but like the retention rate, it was like a 15-minute video, and at like 5 minutes it started like just tailing off, and I'm like, well, that sucks. Like, I thought it was pretty dang good. I made a box that was like this big, fit a box that was this big.
Yeah, I thought that was great, and I don't really see any other videos like that out there. So I don't know. Maybe it'll do better in the long term.
Yeah, that's the plan. And if not, oh well.
What are you gonna do? Danny's in the house. Danny Z.
I'm resizing a box right now, by the way. You just score down it. So that's where this box needs to go to fit in here. You just score down the line and make a new fold in it.
You guys dabbled in advanced promoted listings? If so, do you feel it's beneficial? I have not. I don't know about Dana.
I have not. I've seen a few other people do some videos on it that I've heard mixed reviews, and so I've heard some of them say that the pay-per-click thing has worked by it's costing them less in fees if they sell it fast, so they're getting less clicks before it sells, and it's not costing them a full 1 or 2% or 3% or whatever they were promoting. But if it doesn't sell fast and you're not priced good enough to sell it fast, you could end up spending 5 or 6% compared to, if you were only planning on promoting the 2%. So I have not played with it. I have not had the time.
Yes. Ditto to that. Next, I sold 9 of these Cowboys patches. These were from one of my pallets. Definitely in the money back range there. And I sell 3 patches for like $10. Answers. Lots of those, I should say. When you source, do you buy till you can't, or do you go with the quota goal in mind? No, if they have something that I know sells, I'm going to clear the shelf on it.
Yeah, I have I don't want this to sound bad, but I have an unlimited budget.
Yep, same.
I'm going to buy until I can't find anything to buy. But I will not buy just for the sake of buying. If it's not profitable and it's not worth buying and it doesn't have a good sell-through rate, I don't want nothing to do with that.
Yep, it's got to have a good sell-through rate, or like nothing listed or anything like it out there that I'm like, yeah, from my knowledge, like certain hats, I'll be like, yeah, I know that this is $5. I can sell for at least $20.
Yeah.
If there's nothing out there like it, you set the market.
Setting the market is the best. But yeah, like if we were doing retail arbitrage kind of thing, and like if there's 10 of them, like I'll just use like these magic mixies for the example. Every one I found, I bought. I didn't leave any in a store because I knew they were hot and I was ready to just go in and get it. Versus if you had the budget that, hey, I only wanted to spend $300 today, and then you only buy 3 or 4 of them, and then you can't find them the next time you go in because they're sold out everywhere.
Appreciate that, Southtown Fines. Next, we got this Cowboys 2X Zeke shirt. Paid $7.99 from Burlington for this. Sold it for $24. Yes, I get this question all the time. Do you cut the tags off before you send it? Yes, you cut the Burlington or Marshall's tags off because they're going to be mad if they see what you paid for it. But you leave the original tags on. What's your target margins for retail arbitrage? I personally like to double my investment on everything. So if I find a hat, I want to make that's $5. I want to make sure I at least make $5 profit on it. My goal before was to make at least $10 profit on everything. If it's a single hat to make $5, I might leave it because it might not be worth my time to list it. But if I find a whole rack of them at that, 10 hats I can make $5 each on, that I only have to spend $5 on, then I'm going to do it.
Yep, the worth of a multi-quantity listing for a lower margin can definitely be worth it, because if you, for those hats, right, for the example, you take the picture one time, you make the listing one time, and you just put in a quantity. So if you make $3 times 10 of them, that's not too bad.
Let me grab an example over
or whatever the margin was. For retail arbitrage, for me, it has to be a minimum double up. If I'm not going to double on a retail arbitrage, I'm not interested. Just because there's so much room for them to tank.
So here's an example of kind of the last. So when I was in Chicago, I found these Chicago Bears sideline hats, $10 from Burlington. And I think I ended up picking up 20 of them, and I only have 7 left. There wasn't this exact hat out there. There were other sideline hats, but not this exact one. Or no, this was the draft. This was a draft hat, I believe, but it says Monsters of the Midway on the side. So I knew I could set the market on these, that no one had these out there on eBay. And so I put it out there for $30. I'm going to pay about $4 in fees, $4 to ship it because it's 8 ounces. And I paid $10 for them, so I'm going to net about $12 per hat. But when I can find 20 of those, that really adds up. What did I just print? Okay. Oh, Tree City. Tree City is Paul.
Paul has a whole bunch of MetaZoo cards I saw on his Instagram.
We're working a thing with Paul. He's going to be the exclusive bread and butter, wholesale buyer of cards. So everyone gets cards like we have cash out guys with consoles. I'm going to hook you up and buy some cards.
Nice.
Where you guys located? I'm in Columbus, Ohio.
Phoenix, Arizona. I'm just outside of Phoenix, but Arizona.
Yeah, I'm 20 minutes outside of Columbus, suburbs. Dana, side note, Cleveland just announced that Mayfield is sitting tomorrow versus Denver. There you go. Although, does that help or hurt you? Because I'm not a huge Baker guy.
I'm not up or down on Baker. I was a fan. I'm a Sooners fan.
Okay.
I don't really follow college a lot, but my grandpa was a big Sooners fan. He's from Oklahoma, so you kind of have to follow. And I don't know. There's a fantasy football team league in Bread and Butter that we're in, and my starting quarterback is Russell Wilson, injured reserve.
Oof.
My drafted number 1 starting tight end was George Kittle, injured reserve. My number 2 running back that I picked, Kareem Hunt, injured reserve for the Browns. So I'm waiver wire city right now. I had to play Trevor Lawrence as my quarterback last week.
You need
That
a
was the
tight
best
end.
available, and I won.
You need a tight end. I've got Pitts, Ertz, who's now on the Cardinals, and Gronk.
Yeah, I saw that. But I have nobody to trade. Like, who do you want? You want an injured person?
Yeah. If it was a dynasty league, yeah, I'd take one of those guys off your hands.
Well, of course, yeah. See, but yeah, my team is in shambles right now. So I sold flywheels. I got this at a yard sale. It was brand new. It's like little tires with a zip. You zip it and the tire runs across the floor or whatever. I paid $2 for this at a yard sale, and I sold it for $39.99 plus shipping.
Janet says she's been watching, and how can she join? Go ahead and shoot us a DM on Instagram, either my Instagram or Bread and Butter Group Instagram. And if you don't have an Instagram, then just leave a comment below after this video, and I'll reach out. Thank you for watching. It's 2x. Oh, that's a good question. Hats, box or bag? So unstructured hats I'm going to ship in a bag because they're just floppy and anything can happen to them, and I've never had a problem with that. So this one will go in a bag. These are structured hats, so they can get damaged. So these will go in a box, and I use a 7x6x5 box, I believe, for hats that fits them perfectly.
Yeah, I use 8x6x4. Fits them perfect. If it's a higher dollar hat or whatever, I'll put it in there. Like he said, if it's unstructured or cheap, I use I think this is a 9x12 poly bag, and they fit in here. Even a smaller one would fit, but that's what I ship them in. So even if it was unstructured, for like the example, if it was a like $35 plus hat or something,
it's going in a box.
I'll put it in a box still. So sometimes I do my shipping based off what they paid for it. If they sent me a super cheap offer and I accepted it, it's possibly coming in a poly bag if it's going to save me some money.
Yeah, that's true. If someone pays $13 for this structured hat, I'm probably going to send it a poly bag. I'm not going to spend an extra $1.50 to give them a box. And rarely ever does anyone complain about that. If they pay $13 for a hat, like you're not expecting. Get it. Super great.
I'm so mad. I'm mad at myself. I ran out of some supplies recently because I didn't order them fast enough. Like my big poly bags, like this box right here should go into a poly bag and ship it. But I don't have a poly bag big enough right now, and they haven't shown up yet. I also ran out of the 9x12 or 9x10 bubble mailers for my video games and DVDs and stuff. And I'm like, just because it takes so much longer to do it. So, and I would tell everybody, if you're in this group or you're not in the group, if you're a reseller and you haven't ordered shipping supplies yet for Q4, you're way behind. So I ordered them. They're late in getting here. But like my USPS ones, I ordered them a week and a half ago, and they're still not here. And you should order enough to get you through a month. If you don't have enough to get you through a month, you're going to be behind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, USPS usually the rest of the year only takes like probably a week or so to get you your supplies, but it's a lot now.
Yep. You think they're playing games with Denver? See, I don't know. Yeah, they're gonna walk out. You know what's gonna happen? I was on a Denver subreddit the other day, and we were talking about how embarrassing it's going to be when they march Baker out there, and he's going to have his one arm in a cast and like on a sling like this, and then they're still going to run over us and like still destroy us. So, and then we had the jokes about it's going to be Case Keenum, you know, because he was an ex-Bronco and didn't do super hot, that he's going to come in and like destroy us. So
Case Keenum,
some third-string running backs.
Hey, I'm not big on Baker, but his commercials are pretty good, I do have to say.
resizing a box right here. So you guys that were talking about being afraid of using boxes and all that, if you didn't see it, I show it on my channel all the time, but so I didn't even think to talk about it. You put it in a box that it fits pretty good in. This is that flywheels. You can see it in there. It fits great side to side. If you take a knife with a sharp point like that, stick it on top of the item, and then just poke it out the corner. You see that right there? Does that make sense? Poke it out the corner, and then you score from each corner to each corner, and cut up the sides.
So this person bought all of these Pokemon Celebration cards that I pulled from one of my boxes for like $81. It's just a lot of them. I had a bunch of auctions, and they like bid on most of them. I got them, some of them doubled up. So I'm just putting them in top loaders with this, and then obviously these aren't going in a standard envelope. I'm gonna stack them together, put them between cardboard, and put them in a bubble.
Nice. So you see right there, I just saved like 4 inches by cutting the box down like that. I'm gonna cut these flaps real quick, and I'll show you that. But that could save $3 or $4 on shipping this box. Plus, I didn't have to put all that extra filler packing paper. When you fill it with that packing paper, it adds weight, and if it bumps you up over the next pound, that also costs you money. So all those different little things you got to think about when you're shipping.
You teach me to resell. I'll teach you about fantasy football. Hey, I'm 5-1 right now. I don't need teaching. Dana sounds like he needs a little advice. Well, you can't really teach injuries.
I don't know why I joined the fantasy league. I did it just for fun, because I'm not a. I've done a few fantasy leagues, and I've never done better than like middle of the road.
You got to stop drafting all the guys that end up on IR.
There it is. So the one side had the peel and stick label on it, or whatever strip on it. But that's it. Packed, shipped, perfect size box.
Do I list for more profit or to move fast? That's a good question. I'm going to list for more profit. Maybe starting out, move stuff faster and build your capital up quick than selling to move fast. But I'm not going to buy something if it's not like selling well or has like a decent trending price. So I'm going to just list at the trending price so I can sell it fast and for a decent profit if you find the right stuff.
Yeah, I would say both. I would also say depending on the urgency of the item. So if it's a hot item and it's price competitive and that matters, then I'm going to price it to move fast. If it's a more rare item like the CNSA that we did there, or I've sold a few cameras recently, that it's more about the person wanting that exact item, I'm going to shoot for the moon and accept offers. So depends on the item.
Something like that is something there's only a few buyers that are looking for, and if they find it, they're going to pay up. So
true story. Oh, let's see. I sold Tanya Tucker a CD box set. I paid $2 for this at an estate sale. I got, I don't know, 30 different CD box sets at that estate sale, and this one sold for $30. So I've been selling them on average for about $30. So I'll make over $2,000 on this buy.
C. Marie's in the house. Do you ship internationally too? I only ship internationally with the global shipping program.
Same. I do global shipping for 90% of my items. There's a few random ones where I know price conscious people maybe potentially would buy it, and I'll use the global, or not global shipping, the international standard delivery. But I will only use international standard delivery on really cheap items because they can get lost and you won't get reimbursed for it. But
yeah, I had a global shipping program item get lost the other day, and they opened a case, but I asked eBay. I messaged them, asked them to step in, and they closed it and refunded the buyer, but didn't refund them out of my pocket. So
yep, exactly how it works. So global shipping is the best.
All you got to do is get it to Kentucky, and you're good.
Yep. Oh, I don't have the right box for this, so
B.
give that a second. Let's do a Magic Mixie. I sold a Magic Mixie for $120 plus shipping on eBay. I sold 2 pink ones. I sold 2 blue ones on Amazon for $130, and I sold 2 rainbow ones on Amazon for $130.
The rainbow ones are going to be the hottest.
Yeah, I was stoked when I went into Walmart the other day and I saw a whole end cap of them. I was like, filled my whole cart.
Yeah.
And I went up to the register. And I did self-checkout, and the guy came over to help me with it because he saw the whole big cart of stuff. And he goes, "How many of those do you have?" And I said, 3 of this one, or 3 of this color, 7 of this color. And he goes, "It doesn't matter. So 10?" I'm like, "Well, it does matter, but whatever." So he charged me for the 10, and he goes, "You know these are $60 a piece, right? Or $59.99?" And I'm like, "Yep, I'm aware." And so my total was $640. He's like, "640?" And I said, "Okay." I'm like, "Yes, I'm ready. Let's do this."
I keep packaging stuff and not saying what it is. Whoops. I just packaged a Champion bag that was from a pallet, and I paid like $2 per unit on that and sold it for like $16. Now I have the Georgia hat from 47brand.com, sold it for $22, paid like $7.99, but it's unstructured. Do you guys, aside from retail arbitrage, thrift also, and what sections do you look in? Dana does a lot more thrifting than me. I'm going to get more into it. I actually have a cool video with me and Hayden. We're going to each have like $100 and see who can make the most money out of it. I think that could be a fun video.
Yeah, I've cut down on the thrift a little bit right now, but I still do it. I get a lot of electronics there and DVDs. Sealed DVDs, always check sealed DVDs at the thrift. I do not have the right size box for, I just sent out all of my, I have one left for the like official right size box for these, so I'm going to show the members in here a trick if they're selling these mixies and they don't have the right size box. I did order some to just come in, but until then, let me do one real quick. Well, here, I'll show you. This is the 12 by 8 by 10 box from Walmart. They're 64 cents or some BS like that. And if you take and you build one completely like this, but don't fold in the top here, and then take another one of them and cut it right down the middle. So measure right to the middle of the box and cut down it. I'll show you what I mean. Give me a second.
While he's doing that, I'll answer this question. What is the price difference when you buy shipping labels from eBay or USPS? A lot. USPS, UPS, and FedEx are going to upcharge you by like 50 to 80% more than what eBay is charging you. So if you really want to make money in this game, you got to print your own labels.
Don't ever buy at UPS, the post office, FedEx, anything in store, ever.
Someone said it was costing them like $35 to ship a mixie when those things cost like $12 to $17 to ship at home.
Yeah. Plus, they're going to charge you if you go there. I see people all the time. They go in there and they pay for a box, and like a box like this at the UPS store is going to cost you like $6. This is 69 cents at Walmart. Like, there's no reason for it. All right, so let me finish showing you my little trick here. So we got the Magic Mixie. We've got the 69-cent 10 by 8 by 12 box. This is going to slide right in there. So, but it's up over the top for the flaps. You can see his little head poking out there. So what I do, take a little packing paper, just to have the head, and then take up over the side and fold the 2 sides in, so the 2 short sides, you can see that are now kind of tucked in on them there. cut about 1 inch off of each flap on the side. And then that one that you just cut in half over here, we'll slide right over it and make a cap to the box.
Next question. I would rather Disney embroidered machine.
That beautiful.
I'm not great at piecing stuff out, but I know a lot of people can piece out stuff like pinners and stuff like that. That if that's like a specialty item or whatever, then the parts are definitely going to be worth it.
Yeah, I sell parts only if there's comps and it makes sense. Like, but they're long tail. They're going to sit for potentially a long time.
It's a very, very, very niche market. All right, next I got this Right State Nike hat. This one I've had for like a year. It was $5.99, sold it for $25. For Q4 source, would you list new or used items? I mean, both. Whatever you can find, whatever's in the area or you know. Just get the listings up. I can't sell if it's not listed. That's my motto.
You got to get the stuff sourced, and then you got to get it listed. If you don't list it, you wasted your time. If you go back out sourcing and you've got 32 things at home that you haven't listed yet, then you wonder why you haven't sold as much. That's why.
You guys ever post on Facebook Marketplace and do you ever run into 0 views, 0 share? Yeah, it happens all the time. Facebook is just like brand newness, and you just gotta. If I let it go for like a day, and if it's still at 0 views or 1 or 2 views, then I just pull it and list it again. Keep doing it until it finally takes off. It's a weird algorithm.
Yeah, you know, to be honest, I may be a little different on it. I don't have time to look at that stuff most of the time, and if I catch something like that, it's just kind of out of the random, like out of the blue. But otherwise, I list it, and I don't worry about it unless it hasn't sold in like 30 days. Unless it's like a super hot item, like these mixies, if they weren't selling immediately, then I'd be like, oh crap, what's wrong? But the average that I list on like Facebook or eBay, whatever, I'm not even looking at it for 30 days.
Yeah, I don't want to use it on eBay at all. eBay is not accurate with the views whatsoever. Look at all my boxes from Walmart. Yep, I can get those for boxes cheap.
See, I order these from Amazon. They're like $80 for 250 of them. It might even be less than that, but I get 250 of them for maybe it's $70. I forget. But I order them like that because I ship so many things that are first class, and then I only buy. I have an 11 by 8 by 5 box that I pay for. Everything else, I normally go into one of these USPS boxes, like these ones here that are free, or I have recycled boxes, like you can see my cornerback over here. It's all recycled Amazon or Barnes & Noble or wherever boxes. These ones I got from Walmart because I was there buying Magic Mixies, and I had sold 10 Magic Mixies the other day, and I didn't have a box that really fit them, and it was horrible to go into Amazon and list them one at a time with slightly different dimensions. That was not fun.
Oh yeah, Smokey's in the house. Smokey I'd be on the lookout at Target. There's lots of stuff to look for there. Smokey, did you hit any optics? I know you're big on the target card drops. What camera and lighting equipment do you use? Can I use to take pictures? Right here. Your phone. That's all I use.
Yep.
Some people spend way too much time sweating the small stuff, and they got a whole little studio and everything. They crop out the lighting. I literally take pictures of stuff on my counter, or I've got a white blanket I lay out on the floor, and I just put it there, and I use natural lighting on most of my stuff. If I do ever use anything, it's this little LED light. It's probably dead right now. Yeah, it is. Oh, no, it's not. This was like $10.
I've got a ring light I use. Oh, man, there's no way I'll get it in the picture, but
yeah, I got one too. I'm using it on myself right now.
Yeah, if I turned it off, I would be like in the dark over here.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, yeah, just my phone, and I use for the main picture on the listing. I do use the Photo Room app. I've got the pro version of the Photo Room app. It was like $70 for that, but it makes a completely white picture, and you can do multiple at a time. Or white background on there, and I only do that for the main photo. All the other ones I just let it be whatever the photo background is. But I use that. I shared it in the group a while back, the Google Rewards program, where you just answer surveys. And because I do a lot of retail arbitrage and I'm out in stores, it constantly sends me surveys. So I basically got that $70 pro version for free, which is pretty cool. Anyways, I got another Magic Mixie in here, and this is the box they actually come in at the store, and it's super nice. So this one, I just tape it shut. I got the other day when I went to Target, I had the ladies go to the back and get me all the boxes because they had just unboxed them all. So when I shipped out the 10 that I did the other day, it was so much easier because it was like they're already packed and ready to go.
Oh, and to go back on the picture thing, on this, the most important part of the listing is that first picture. That's what people are going to look at. The title is important too, but that first picture, if you've got taken a picture of a hat, I just use hats as an example because it's really easy. Say that this square right here is the picture. If you see the hat like all the way back in the corner back here, kind of like tilted to the side, you're not going to buy it. You want it nice, centered up so you can tell what it is. This is really hard to do right here, but you get what I mean. You want a good firm picture, and you want it to be a square because eBay is going to make it a square.
Yeah, I shoot everything on my phone in 1-to-1 mode.
Uh-oh, Paul. Paul, I'm going to try to get your channel set up today, and you can tell us your prices on everything.
So see like that? There's a Squishmallow that I got shot in 1-to-1 mode, and that's what it looks like for the Photo Room app. There's another one. I just sold one of those, $6.99 at Target. Just sold that for $31. There's a Spawn. See how it fills the screen nice clean white background. I got another Chase Batman the other day. These are some speakers. Oh, speaking of these speakers, I'll do those next.
Next, I sold this. Oh,
I sold those two speakers. This is one box. There's two boxes this exact same size. Paid $10 for the pair at a yard sale on Saturday. I listed them yesterday, sold them yesterday for $165 plus shipping.
I sold this Genesis Invitational golf hat. I got this for $2 and I sold it for $25.
I honestly know how I want to pack these. I'll take them quarter box in.
Oh. No, I'm good. Well, we appreciate everyone for tuning in. We've stayed over like 20 people watching the whole time. This is great.
That's crazy. Thank you all for watching.
Definitely.
Again, so if you enjoyed this, You got to like the video for one, at a bare minimum. Leave a comment if you've made it this far, especially on the replay. So all the chats on the side, whatever, I actually haven't seen any chat. So I don't know if the chat's live or just not working on my side. Oh, you know what? It's because I'm on private chat.
Yeah, we got lots of chats.
Oh, geez. Yeah, so I've just been seeing when you pop it up. So anyways, those don't show on the actual video when it goes live. So when this posts live, if you want to, post a comment on it and tell us to do it again. If you want us to do it again, I'm down. I'm sure Adam will be down.
Definitely.
And again, don't forget, go subscribe to my channel, Dana Invests.
Yes. We need to get Dana to 1,000. Let's do it today. I got 2,800 of you. We should be able to get 130 to get him to 1,000.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm pretty dang close.
Oh, this guy's from Pickerington, Ohio. I need to go drop this off at the mailbox, save on some shipping.
So you think like the Halo Xbox dropped while we were live and didn't know it?
Oh gosh, that would be mad. I haven't even looked at my phone.
Do you know how often I've done a few on my lives where I actually pause when I don't hear it on my phone, but my computer has Discord on it, and I'll just start hearing like bling, 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 like just all kinds of stuff going on. I'm like, okay, there's something happening right now. I need to go check that. I'm sure somebody would notify us in the chat if there was something dramatic happening. But
right. Do you invest in stock? Yeah, I invest quite a bit, and Dayton had said at the beginning too. He does as well.
Yep. My channel is named Dana Invests because for the year previous to this, I was doing day trading. I traded over, I don't even know if I want to say the number. I day traded over $5 million last year, which is bonkers that I did it that much. But I was doing like 50 grand at a time, 5 times a minute, getting in and out of stuff. Yeah, it was crazy. And I didn't have a $5 million account, but so now that was trading. I don't enjoy trading. See that gray hair up there? I went like completely gray. Not from trading, but anyway, I'm just making a joke on that. But I do investing more than anything now. I've got 3 different accounts. One of them I actually did on my channel. There was a Thrift to Retire series where I went out and I spent $200 on stuff for a day, and I said I'm going to invest every dollar that I make back out of that $200 from that day into the stock market. And I did that one day, spent $200, and that account is on Webull right now, is up over $1,100 right now. So
wow.
I'm very happy with that. Just put it into the right stocks. And if you go to my channel, in the description of any of my videos, there's a referral link for you to sign up for Webull, and you get 2 free shares of stock for signing up. And so do I. So that'd be nice.
Do you prefer Webull over the other apps?
For starters, I do. For like somebody who's starting and they don't know how to invest very much, or they're like new to it, I think Webull's easy. I think Robinhood's really easy too. I've got an account there. I do main trading out of TD Ameritrade and Thinkorswim. So if I'm trading, I do Thinkorswim because it's insanely fast. My regular investing is with TD Ameritrade, and then I've got my 401k retirement account with Schwab. So I've got stuff everywhere. Yeah. But if somebody was new, and I was suggesting somebody new in the chat who hasn't messed with stocks yet, I would go with either Webull or Robinhood. Webull because I get a referral if you do it. I could also get one through Robinhood, but they were shady with the whole GameStop situation, and they cost a lot of people a lot of money. And so I was not referring them. Part of my $200 into over $1,100 was I put some of it into AMC options, and I turned like $200 into $800 with AMC options in a couple weeks. So that was nice.
Yeah, I liked Robinhood a lot until they did that crap.
Yeah, I was surprised, but not surprised, if that makes sense. And they've done it multiple times since because they were worried that it was manipulating the market and it was going to cost people money. And you know what's funny? Is they do it all the time.
All right.
So for any of you who don't know the way that what's better, stocks or crypto, both. I have a lot of Bitcoin and Ethereum, and I would suggest that you buy some and just put it there and don't touch it and just let it ride. Don't trade it. Don't worry if it goes up or it goes down.
Don't mess with the small altcoins right now. Just Bitcoin, Ethereum are going to be absolutely huge in 5 to 10 years, so you cannot go wrong with either of those.
Yep. I love them both. But so I don't know if you guys know this, how Robinhood and Webull make money. Webull is a little different than Robinhood, but they do order flow. So basically they make a few pennies off of each time you make a trade. But Robinhood notifies market makers before trades happen. So if there's like a whole bunch of trades on their platform that just come through for a specific stock, they will notify the big firm that, hey, we're getting ready to buy 750,000 shares of whatever this is amongst all these different accounts. That's why it sometimes takes a little bit for your Robinhood to fill, because they're notifying the market maker to offer them to sell you this stock at a higher price. So the market price could be $19.55, but Robinhood's going to fill you at $19.65 and then pocket the difference. That's how they make money.
Cajun Roots resellers in the house.
What's going on? Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
How many things you got left?
I got like 5, but we can end whenever you're ready.
Oh no, I'm good to go whenever. I still got like 20 things left.
Yeah, if you guys want us to keep going, I don't mind. I got this. I've got 2 more magic mixies, I think.
Ooh.
I've got a kitchen appliance and I've got a robot.
Well, we got 31. We got 31
more magic
people
mixies over here.
31 people in here, so I think we should keep going.
How many?
31.
31?
Marlon, Rosa, I'm trying to do the retail thing. Currently buying things at Ross or TJ Maxx. What would be the next step to get more inventory? I'm just trying to do step by step. A great way to start out that I suggest to people is thrifting, garage sales, estate sales, because retail, arbitrage, you have to spend a lot of money to make money. So if you don't have a ton of capital, then you can make your money go farther if you go to thrift stores or other places where you can get stuff for $1 or $2, sell it for $30, $40.
Yeah, let me piggyback on there. I think that's great advice, but I would also tell you that if you really wanted to get started and you're on limited capital, sell stuff from your house. Go to your closet, go to your pantry, go to your kids' games that they don't play anymore. I guarantee you've got $1,000 in stuff. Almost every person in this chat right now could sell $1,000 worth of stuff out of their house and have no buy cost into it, because you're not considering this as a buy cost, right?
It's a sunk cost.
Yeah, so it's effectively free inventory, and sell it. And or tell your friends and family that, hey, I'm going to start reselling. If you've got anything you were going to give to Goodwill, give it to me. I'm going to try and build my account up and that kind of stuff. And people will give you stuff for free, but sell stuff from your house. The other day, I didn't feel like going out, so I went to my game closet and I pulled a bunch of PS3 games out that I had from forever ago, and I made like $200 in a day from just selling old games I was never going to play again. So I guarantee you have something that you could sell out of your closet, have no buy cost, and then you use that money and go to the thrift and the yard sales and you buy stuff that, like this. I just showed you guys these speakers. It was $10 into over $160. Like, that's nuts, right? So now you just more than 16 times your money, and now you can take that money and you go buy something else, and then you start investing that money that now I could buy 2 magic mixies, and I take that money and I double my money on that, and I can go now buy 4 magic mixies or a PlayStation or whatever it is.
And at that point, you're making so much, you can start to set some aside as well. Start investing.
Yep, I do. I buy stock every single month, just kind of randomly. I just buy stock with it so that I'm making sure I keep building that retirement account.
No way. Patrick Starr is in the house. We really are hitting it big.
I shared it on my Instagram, so that's probably where they're all coming from.
Oh, nice.
I'm joking. I did do that, but that's not where they're coming from.
I forgot to do that. I'm going to do that right now.
I've got like 1,600 followers on Instagram, something like that.
Oh, I'm just going to share yours and say we're live.
Yeah, I was out in the garage pulling my last couple things, and I'm like, I need to do that real quick. Anyways, there's those speakers.
I've been reselling for 2.5 years. I've sold a lot of started things. That have been 6 months. Yeah, wholesale, you can start to make some serious money. You can also get burnt, so just be careful and only buy manifested things.
Start from things. Yeah, so there you go. Things I haven't used for 6 months. Love it.
Perfect. Yeah, Facebook Marketplace, you can find people that are just giving stuff away, and if you get to it fast enough, you can get nice like bundle deals. There's definitely a lot of money to be made on Facebook flips, buying on Facebook and then selling it on eBay or wherever.
Yep, another one. See if I can remember the name of the app. So it's called Free Stuff Alerts, Freebie Alerts. And this is literally, it searches Craigslist, Facebook, and OfferUp for anything that's marked as free. And then so you can see it like somebody's giving away these free plantation shutters right here. I guarantee if you went with a truck and you picked those up, you could flip them to somebody else for a couple $100. It's a free washing machine, some free guinea pigs, free children's books. Like a silly one like that, the free children's book right there. You can put those up in a lot for $5 plus media mail shipping and probably get it. And you got it for free if you were hard up on finding inventory.
Another thing I'm part of on Facebook, most cities have this. If you search free cycle and then your city, people will just like give stuff away and you just go to their house and pick it up. Okay, and keep putting money back into the business. They build up capital, do not pay myself, which I plan to be able to do it the first year. That's a good plan. That is a good plan. Just keep reinvesting that. Use that money you set aside, keep reinvesting it, and eventually you've got yourself a business. What's next? You also get free items on the Nextdoor app. Good to know.
Oh yeah, this pulls Nextdoor as well on that freebie alerts.
Ooh.
So it pulls them all from one spot, and if you pay for the premium version, so I paid for the premium version again with free credits from that Google Rewards app. And if somebody, so like you can save a search for video games or toys or something like that, and it'll alert your phone every time somebody posts one with a note or with video game or with toys or with books or whatever you want in there.
What's the best way to see what keywords to use for a listing? Just look at the sold comps and see what those people did. There are definitely sold comps of horrible listings. There's definitely horrible listings that do sell, but a lot of the sold comps, I always sell one like this on one that was very descriptive in the title. And if there's obviously no keywords you can fit in the title, then I put them in the item specifics.
TerraPeak is another good one.
Yes.
So on eBay, if you pay for a store, you get access to TerraPeak for free. And TerraPeak will tell you, it'll show you all the listings that have sold for whatever time period that you want to check on. And it'll show you the keywords that they used in their listing. and it'll show you the top keywords that are selling. But full disclosure, I don't use that. I go to the best listing that I can see from the last 2 weeks or so that sold, and I sell similar.
What tips do you recommend as far as keeping track of expenses, buying supplies for the first time? I use Excel for mine, and then I have credit cards that I will only buy inventory on, so that's easy to track. And then whenever I have a credit card I only buy supplies on and stuff like that. Dana uses a little bit of a different thing, I think.
Yeah, I use GoDaddy bookkeeping, and so the eBay side of it is automatic. Anytime you make a sale, it pulls your final value fees. It pulls any shipping you pay for from eBay on there. It pulls any promoted listing fees. So it puts all of that into it for you. So the sale and all the fees and your net out of it. And then all you have to do is manually input whenever you buy shipping supplies. So the boxes, the tape, bubble wrap, that kind of stuff, you put that in. And then you can put in cost of goods sold. So whatever you buy, you can just go put for that day, I bought X, Y, Z, and then put that in as your cost of goods sold. And then it gives you a P&L for each week, month, year, all that fun stuff. And if you're not using it, I'll give you guys another good one. Mile IQ. You track your mileage? Do you track your mileage?
Yes, I do.
So you should if you don't. But anyways, there's one that's called Mile IQ. And so I'll just open it up real quick. And so it'll show like right here for the example. In October, I've driven 157 business miles, $356 in write-offs from this month alone is what it's going to be on there. And so here's a drive I did yesterday, 7.8 miles. It'll pay me in tax write-offs $4.37 if I log that as a business expense. So I just logged that, and then you can see like for like 2021 right now, I've got $3,778 in tax write-offs for mileage. This is awesome. Because if you're not tracking it, you don't get that $4,000 in credits.
Man, you're giving up, Paul. You're giving up one of your items. That's bold. Unless maybe it's out of stock now.
Yeah, it's like what's that ASIN? Boobs 9Q. Isn't it?
That's easy to remember. No.
I just want to see what it is.
You just lost your product, Paul.
I just want to see what it is.
What credit cards do you use? I have a credit card for almost every single store that I shop at to get those rewards.
I use Capital One. The rewards cards for Capital One. I have two different ones. One I get 1.5% cash back on everything. One I get 2% cash back on everything.
Yeah.
And then I guess I still have the Target Red card, but it's just a debit card because I didn't want to open another credit account.
For me, I use Discover and MasterCard for any stores that don't have anything, and then I have a Target credit card, a Walmart credit card, a TJX credit card, a Disney credit card. I don't know. I've got too many. You just turn automatic payments on and don't worry about it. Some people can't handle credit cards because they spend way more than they have, but if you know how to use credit cards, you can leverage them and make money off of them.
Yeah, I pay them off every single month. We never carry a balance, and I think I got $300 last month in rebate checks from that. So
yeah, I'll just get on my credit card every like couple months and just check it and just take that all off of my balance. And it's crazy how much especially the in-store ones that are sometimes like 5% at those stores, that really adds up fast. Capital One, yeah, my Walmart's Capital One, I think.
I'm just burning through magic mixies over here. So if you don't, why I'm not telling you what I sold, I already told you.
I'm just burning through flags, so nothing more but easy ships.
I did just order the right size box, so I don't have to do this fancy make a little top for it. But
Danny with a good tip. I've never heard of that website, but that sounds good. Nerd Wallet, great source to find your right card. Good to know.
Yep, I'm familiar with it. I to be honest, like the credit cards I'm using, they were just our personal credit cards we had before, and I have good limits on them, so I'm like, yeah, I'll just keep running it. And it's funny, I've spent so much money in the last couple months that they sent me a message and they're like, hey, they didn't raise my limit, but they said you can spend and go over your limit whenever you want now. And I'm like, okay.
And what's the point of having a limit?
I'm sure you build up enough history on it of, always paying your bill and all that. So
right. Kelly over Bay. Anything? Oh. Chorngist has returned. Let's go. It's shake and bake time.
Shake and bake. You better do it to the screen.
Oh, I got something for this. Where did I put that?
Hey, before he gets back, everybody post Halo Xbox, Halo Xbox.
I haven't hung this up yet, but this is getting hung up somewhere.
You gotta send it to me. I'll put it up on my wall over here in the background.
I will.
Speaking of which, I was planning on today, I don't know when, I need to open, I got that freaking mystery box still. It's killing me every time I walk by it. It's sitting on my kitchen table.
I should have said
I need to open that thing. I want to shoot a video for it. Oh no.
Give it. I gotta hang both of those up. Those will be like staples in my videos.
Yeah. But hopefully in the next day or so, I'll be able to shoot the video and do that unboxing.
That would be fantastic. You're gonna be surprised.
Like I said, it was on my it's on my kitchen table, and I keep walking by it, and I'm like, I just want to open it. Maybe I'll seal it and do a fake reveal later. And I'm like, nah, I gotta do it real. I was gonna do it live, and I said, nah, I should record it and edit it.
Fist bump. Oh, we got a fist bump.
Yeah.
Shake and bake. Big Adam doing things right. You know it. You do this a lot of one room, Dana, or do you store your stuff in one room and then ship in another?
No, I have small and expensive stuff in the room that I'm in. So it's like a 12 by 12 room, maybe, give or take, maybe a little bit bigger than that. And I've got shelves and little storage bins right here. So maybe it'll say, I don't know, there's a little storage bin, drawers. That's the right way to say it. So there's drawers. I keep all my small stuff and some poly mailers and stuff in there. And then in my garage, I've got a 1-car garage space that's like those shelves you've got. I've got the metal shelves, and it just goes up and down 3 different rows of those. Nice. In there. So I store the bigger stuff, more long tail stuff that I don't need to get all the time out there, and then stuff I'm going to pull pretty constantly in here. Yeah, like that. We'll do one more mixie, a rainbow one.
Rainbow mixie.
I tell you, the story when I bought and brought home the first round of mixies. No. I think I put it on bread and butter. I don't know if you saw it, but so I had them all laid out on the floor because I was going to take a W's picture of all these mixies that I had just found. and they were all in the garage where my wife parks because she was gone with my daughters at the park. And so she starts pulling in, and I had to like move them off to the side, and like that's why they were all kind of funky off the side on the picture that I did take. Anyways, my daughter gets out of the car and she walks over and she goes, "Ooh, magic mixies!" And she picks one up and she goes, "I'm taking this one." And then we walked into the house, and I'm like, "What? What just happened here?" My wife's like, "Well, I guess she can have one." And I said, "You know, those are worth $130, right?" And she's like, "Oh, So yes, we did put one aside for her for Christmas.
Good. She can't have it now, at least.
Yeah, I was like, well, I'm gonna put them aside. I'll put one aside, and that way she's at least guaranteed. But
sorry, you're not getting a rainbow one. You're gonna be getting a pink or a blue one.
Yeah. Well, that's funny because she saw him, and I told her, I said, well, that's a blue one, you know. I said, there's pink ones right there. And she's like, I know, that's the one I want. I said, oh, they also make rainbow. And she goes, oh, well, I want a rainbow. And I'm like,
oh, man.
I don't have any of those yet. I hadn't found any of those yet at that point, but
okay.
I did put aside one for her. I talked about it in the group before of like reasons why hot toys like this go up in price and people pay stupid amounts of money for them. So my daughter was one of the girls that wanted a Hatchimal back in the day, and she went to Santa and she said, Santa, all I want is a Hatchimal. I mean, those were like impossible to get. So it's like, well, you either pay up for a Hatchimal or you tell your daughter Santa's not real. Which one are you going to do? You pay $200 for a Hatchimal.
That's when it is. When the Santas start popping up in the malls, that's when the prices go up.
Yep. That's it. There was another guy I was talking to, and I don't know if I want to say it. Maybe I'll save that one. We were talking about Christmas, and it was he said we were getting toys, and he said, we're going to ruin Christmas for all these kids. And I was like, no, we're not. We're going to save Christmas for the kids who get it. Like, it's still going for the kid. And he goes, well, in the words of Michael Jordan, F them kids. I know that quote, but it's just a funny thing.
That's what my dad always said, because he's always been selling the hot Christmas toys for like years. And people are like telling him how horrible of a person he is. And he's like, hey, I'm hoping getting the toys in the hands of the kids who want it.
To be honest, I don't feel bad at all. I grew up poor as hell with 5 kids in my family, and like a lot of times we would get like a gift to share. So like it was all 5 kids, and we got the Nintendo, like the Super Nintendo, for everybody in one game. Like, I don't feel bad. And
hey,
I got my clothes and an orange.
Rich kids need their toys too, so we're just helping getting them to them. Question:
I have kids to feed, so.
Do you guys hit Walmart, Target, TJ early in the morning, or just throughout the day? I can't find Mixies anywhere, but I feel like it's because of Walmart just stocks at weird times. I've been at Walmart when they're stocking stuff like at 11 o'clock at night. So I've only found Mixies in store one time. You just got to get lucky and catch the restock. Target does stock overnight, I believe. I think Target stocks overnight.
Yeah, it depends on your location. Like my Target's local stock during the day. Okay. My Walmart's stock in the evening and at night. But then if they're overrun or whatever, then they randomly stock throughout the day too. So I don't have a rhyme or reason to it, to be honest. I go start hitting, and I have a route that I'm going to hit, and I'm going to go through this specific route of stores, and I just go. And if you hit enough, like if you hit 10 Targets, you're going to find some freaking Mixies. If you hit 10 Walmarts, you're going to find some Mixies. And like the other day, I hit, and I got 12 Mixies, and it was the same day I got these speakers and all that. And I had hit 7 different targets and Walmarts and not found one. Right? It was a 0, a 0, a 0, a 0, and on that last one, they just had a freaking mass amount of them, and none of them were on the shelf. They were all in the back. But I told them, I said, "Hey, the app says that you've got 11 of these things, and can you go check the back?" And the lady was like, "Okay, Leah, let me go see." And then she went back there and she goes, "Yeah, I've got 11. How many do you want?" And I said, I want all of them. Like, can you bring me all of them, and can you bring me the shipping boxes that they're in? And so it was a numbers game. You just got to hit enough places. The same thing with thrift or estate sales and all that. You just, if you go to one thrift store and you strike out and you say thrifting is not for me, well, you're lazy. Go hit another one. Go hit another one, because they're not all going to be good.
No, I get that all the time. And we're not saying Zampy, we're not saying this is you though. We're just saying we get that all the time where people are like, "Oh, I went to Walmart, didn't find anything." It's like, okay, go to another one.
Yep. Yeah, and I was going to give somebody a hard time the other day because they're like, "Oh, he has such an easy time finding it." And I'm like, did you just see my app? I've driven like 300 miles this month. Like, they didn't just fall in my lap. You got to go get them.
How many, you said you're outside of Phoenix. How many like Walmarts do you guys have?
I probably 30.
Oh my.
Like,
probably have,
depending on how far I'm willing to drive.
Oh, right.
There's like 15 targets within 40 minutes of me.
That's good. I'd say I probably have about 12 Walmarts and like probably about the same number of targets.
Yeah, so like I'm willing to drive 40, 45 minutes, but it depends. Like a lot of the time I'll go up to like maybe 30 minutes or so away, and then I'll come back. And then other days I'll drive the 45 minutes and start at that one, and then go for another 30 minutes out that way, and then have like an hour drive home. So it just depends on how aggressive I want to be.
Hayden, what's dropping at 1 p.m.? I have not been on Discord for like 2 hours now.
I'm like, I got to do my math. So that's another hour from now. Right?
Oh, yeah, you have to change everything. That's horrible.
I sold a 2XL robot.
Ooh.
Oh, the Star Wars. So I sold this 2XL robot. He sold for $119 plus shipping, and I paid $5 for this at a yard sale.
Okay, some Star Wars figures. I bet you put it in like owner cooks. Oh my gosh, I missed a lot. Okay.
Yeah, I can't even imagine.
Oh, those are sweet. Yeah, that's an owner cooks.
Yeah, I have like 75
I know.
notifications because I'm not paying attention. It is confirmed Case Keenum is starting instead of Baker Mayfield. Birdie HD subscribe to the channel, so thank you, Birdie, if you're in here. Ooh, GameStop replied to me about why I'm IP banned. Oh no, they just said we're backed up on messages. We'll get to you as soon as we can.
Hey, those $15 to $30 items add up. Or 15 to 35, whatever it is.
Something got delivered. Oh, I sold a Bluey toy for 65 bucks.
I don't even know what that Bluey thing is, but a bunch of that Bluey stuff is selling.
I sold that one, $59.99 plus shipping. And I got that, it was an online pickup at Target. I got 2 of the retro Star Wars figures, and then I wanted to get that to get up over $50 so I could get the Target coupon that was running. Oh, I don't know if I have a good box for this guy.
Yeah, lots of these Star Wars figures should be good for Christmas, I'm thinking. You got Obi-Wan in August. Nice. Did I print that one? I did.
My daughter's trying to come in the room. My youngest.
What is bread and butter? I've heard you referred to it a lot in your YouTube videos. It's taking advantage of being in the group. Just curious, is it free? No, it's $30 a month. It's a leads group, and also like we answer any reseller questions you have like that. We've got several full-time resellers in there. Me and Dana being two of them. And we just call out different drops online that are happening. We give you all types of bolos. Be on the lookout for items in the stores. We tell you stuff at Walmart, Target, TJ Maxx, Burlington, Marshalls, all those different types of stores. So it's a pretty big game changer. We've been copping lots of consoles lately, but again, with Christmas around the corner, like we have so much stuff to look for in the stores that people are just cleaning up, and we're getting lots of toys right now too.
So not a paid sponsor, right? Adam doesn't pay me anything. But for the group, I'll tell you, I added over 10 grand to my total last month from bread and butter stuff. And I would say at least 50% margin on that. So I made 5 grand last month from being part of the group. And when I first joined, I was like, yeah, I'll join. Like, this could be fun. Just some extra stuff that I don't normally do. Mm-hmm. And then I started hitting stuff that I was like, oh man, like, that's awesome. I wasn't planning on doing that, or I was planning on doing this. And so not a paid advertisement, but I would say it's worth it if you're serious about taking action.
It could be a paid advertisement if you would open your reseller box. Hint, hint.
Oh yeah. Wow, that's kind of different.
Yeah.
I won a contest for referring some people, because I do have I don't know how totally fair it was a little bit. I have a YouTube channel and I've got 800 plus subscribers, so I could see getting it a little bit more than other people. But
how long have you guys been reselling? I've told this in a couple of my videos. I actually started in middle school when I was 12 selling Wii Fit boards. The thing they were hot. And then I kind of just scaled up my business over time. Like I just went with the hot items, obviously, until I got to like high school. Then once I could drive, I really started to take it to the next level. Then through college, it was just like a nice little side hustle. And then after college, I decided to just give it a year and see what I could do with it before getting an actual job. And it's history ever since.
Yeah, so I've been reselling part-time for like 6 years or so. Just while I had my full-time job, I had a full-time job, which was reselling. It was retail. I was a store manager for a big box chain, and did like 50 to 80 million a year in sales at each one of those places. So I've sold a lot of stuff, and full-time since January of this year. And I just broke on eBay 100 grand for the year. So
eBay's your best platform too, right?
Yep. Yeah, last year was Amazon. I went through a bunch of different variations of like what I wanted to do, and so I was like, well, I don't want to ship like this every single day, so I want to do FBA. So like last year, while I was doing the day trading, I would still go out after and go buy retail arbitrage to send to FBA. So last year, Amazon was my number one, and then eBay, because I purposefully did it that way. This year, it's the opposite, because I'm trying to get bigger margins, which I can get generally much bigger margins with eBay than I can with Amazon.
Mm-hmm. How many active listings? Go ahead.
1,250 here on eBay.
Yep, I have 1,200 on one eBay and 300 on my other eBay. Trying to build that other eBay up a little bit.
1,220. Sorry. I just sold a bunch of stuff, so it was like 1,250 yesterday.
Same with colored Star Wars figures. If you're on Amazon, you can get, what are they, like 130 on Amazon right now, or does it depend on the color?
And depends on the color. And right now, Amazon's in stock on pink and blue.
Oh, okay.
Still.
So hold.
Yeah. But I sold $120 plus in blue and rainbow, and then I got 120 on eBay for the behind the logo over there. I gotta keep getting behind the duck head on eBay. So, and I'm getting interest on Facebook Marketplace. So, if you're not selling at one place, go to another. I sold this. It's a Braun kitchen mixer set. I picked this up on a video where I did online auction. It was an estate sale online auction, and I paid $10 for this at that online estate sale, and it sold for $60 plus shipping. I am going to take it out of the box because the box is trashed. It was supposed to be brand new in box from the auction, and it may be new, but the box is trashed. So I listed it, and I didn't show the box in any of the pictures. I listed it as such, and so I'm not going to send it in it. I was just storing it in the box. So if you guys see me taking the stuff out and wonder why, that's why. Because if you got this box and it's got like water damage on the top right here, you would be not happy about that. More than if you just got it out of a box completely, because that's how I showed it.
Kimberly asks why I have multiple eBay accounts. So one reason is eBay's been known to like block people's accounts for no reason. So I have a second one under my business, one under my personal. I have a second one just in case something like that happens, that I will still be able to make some sales. There's nothing I'm doing that should make that happen, but eBay's been known to play games with people in the past that way. So I like to have a backup plan there. And then also I've heard this from a couple like YouTube accounts that if you like list the same types of stuff on an eBay account, like it will help that account. So my one like smaller account is a lot of clothing and stuff, and then my other account is just random, absolutely random.
Yeah, I know people who have complete like only tennis shoe accounts or shoe accounts, and then they have random as the other one. I get it, but personally, I don't think people shop a lot of the time by store. I think they just shop for an item. So I don't think it's weird that my store has shoes next to toys, next to puzzles, next to books, next to PlayStations. Like, I don't think it's weird at all.
No, that's how my one account is. It's mainly for the first reason. I don't want eBay to shut me down and shut my business off. I'm not gonna lie, you guys inspired me to start reselling. I'm an HVAC apprentice, and I'm hoping to build a second stream of income by reselling. Well, thank you for watching. That's awesome. That is awesome.
HVAC's good money. But yeah, if you can build a second stream of income on top of it, the more streams of income you have, what do they call it, the money tree or whatever, the more branches that you get coming back to you, the better it is.
Then if something happens and a stream gets shut off, you're not completely out. Like people that put all their eggs in one basket, a lot of people that got laid off in the last year or two have had to find other places. But if you've got a little side hustle, if you lose your full-time gig, you can always go hard at your side hustle.
Yep.
I'm getting close, finally. Don't continue doing that aside, HVAC aside. Yeah, that's for sure. Both of those together, game over. $8K a month remodeling plus $4K. There is nothing wrong with that. Quick math, that's about 144 grand a year he's doing with HVAC and reselling.
That's college level money. What else? Y'all got any more questions? I'm on my last package. I don't know.
I know. I have on my second to last one. Is that wrapping paper cheaper because it's so loud?
Yes. The tape is cheap because it's loud too.
Free eBay tape. That's what I'm using.
So I got this, I talked about it on one of my videos the other day. I got this big old roll of packing paper. I'm maybe halfway through it. I paid $10 for this like a month ago. And when I buy like bubble wrap, it's like 4 rolls like this size are like $30 or so, $35 free shipping. And it is significantly faster and cheaper to just shove it with packing paper than it is to bubble wrap it and then fill void and then do all that other stuff. So if it needs the bubble wrap, obviously I'll put the bubble wrap on it. If it doesn't, then I'm just going to throw that in there. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. That we might wrap it up with that. Wow, 2 hours and 15 minutes.
That's crazy. I normally like cut off at an hour, and I'm like, well, I got more stuff to pack. I'll show you real quick, and then I'll pack it.
Yeah, we had so many people commenting and everything. This was awesome. So if everyone has any questions or anything, or wants to see us do this again in the future, definitely leave us a comment after this. We'll probably make this like a routine thing. We might switch it up, go from one account to the other, go to his account, my account. You have anything to say to end us off on?
No, man, just thanks for having me. And again, if you're watching on the replay or live right now and you're not subscribed to my channel, come check me out. I'm happy to answer questions there as well. This kind of thing, the live packing question and answer, I do it 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So normally 8 a.m. Arizona time. So I know all you guys back east, that's like 11 and you're like late in the day, but I'm not getting up at 4 in the morning just so I can pack for East Coasters.
Nope. All right. So yeah, I linked his channel, first link in the description. Definitely go check that out and subscribe to him. We're going to get him to 1,000. I got to say my tagline because this is the end of the video. There's money to be made everywhere, guys. Let's go get it. Thank you for watching The Millennial Prophet.